We are very lucky here at Sculthorpe to have open spaces for wildflower meadows. We have many different types of plants living within these wildflower meadows, and here are just a few. We have flowers such as meadow vetchling, purple loosestrife, we've got wild carrots, hempegrimini, which is a very common plant that you'll see around site. And not only are they beautiful flowers to see, but they're also amazing for our pollinators. So bees are loving our meadows because they're so rich and diverse in plant life. We also have a good number of honeysuckle as well throughout our woodland, which makes the wood smell really lovely, which is a massive benefit to this beautiful plant. And we have lots more wildflowers. We have our valerian, we have yellow rattle, we have common self-heal, we have all sorts. And if you want to learn more about what we have here at Sculthorpe, there is a list up at the visitor centre. But they're more than just a pretty field in the middle of a nature reserve. They're perfect hunting ground for birds of prey. So we have barn owl, tawny owl, marsh harrier, red kite, kestrels, buzzards, all living here at Sculthorpe. We've had barn owl chicks this year and tawny owl chicks, and we've actually seen the barn owl hunting over our wildflower meadow and taking food back to the chicks in the nest, which has been fantastic to see. We've also seen our red kite and our buzzards and marsh harriers nesting again here this year, which has been fantastic, and we can make an educated guess that they have been taking food off the wildflower meadows. Things like rabbits, hares, pheasants, partridge, things like that, they're all amongst the wildflowers. So not only are they fantastic for the pollinators, the bees and the butterflies, but they're also amazing for our bird life. Now, I could talk about wildflower meadows for a very long time, but the best way for you guys to appreciate them is by perhaps having one yourself. Now, maybe not the acreage that we have here, but wilding a little bit of your garden off, seeing what grows up, seeing what plants arrive, seeing the increase of bees, birds, butterflies, do your own little observations. Now, unfortunately, in this day and age, things that overgrow and don't quite fit the aesthetic get lost, like the side of verges, roundabouts, perfect spaces for wildlife to grow. They get lost, and we lose a lot of the wildlife because of small spaces like that you may think have no impact, but they really do. You know, they're always buzzing full of insects and bees, but we can still make a difference. We've got places like this that will never be touched, that will always be wildflower meadows, which is fantastic. But as I said, if you're lucky enough to have a garden and lucky enough to have the space to let some things grow, take form itself, then that would be fantastic, because we really do want to help out our pollinators. We really do need to help them. I'm not saying that you're going to have a barn owl flying over your garden every night looking for the singular vole in your square patch of wildflower, but it'll be fantastic to see what insects come along and set up camp at your garden.